Hey whales, good morning. Happy Sunday. It's March 30th. Let's go over and break down NVIDIA for tomorrow's trading session. For those who don't know me though, I'm a full-time trader. I do these updates every single day. And if you want my actual trades though, guys, you can copy and mirror me here in Discord. I give my exact entries, targets, stop losses, everything that you need here to succeed. So if you need help in figuring out what trades to get into, guys, before anyone else does in uptrends, uptrending stocks, come join. You're going to make a lot of money with us. All right, so with that said, let's go over NVIDIA. So just off the bat, guys, one of the big things that I'm seeing right now is that it's looking more bearish to me than bullish, guys. Okay, it's looking more bearish to me. I do see a wave 1 in blue, right? We finished off 5 waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in red. So 1 in blue, double correction, a W, X, and then Y coming down for the red to finish off a potential wave 2. All right. This is the tricky part, right? I do see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coming down, and we're starting to get bullish divergence on the 30-minute time frame here on the lower time frame. So you can see that we're making higher lows on the RSI here. So that's a good sign for at least a potential small rally, right? So in terms of what I'm expecting for Monday and Tuesday, I do think NVIDIA is going to rally a little bit. However, the question is whether or not, let me move sort of these drawings to the side, whether or not this bounce is going to sustain, or are we going to get a flush down and break the lows here. And yeah, the huge break that everyone's looking for is in order, right? In my opinion, I think that's the more likely case. Okay, and the reason why, there's a few things. I can take a look at the SMH ETF, guys. The SMH ETF is basically the semiconductor ETF that comprises of NVIDIA, Broadcom, TSM, right? Clear bearish structure. You see, 5 waves in very easily, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You also see that double correction, WXY, potentially coming down, right? And if we take the equal lengths, right, you're looking at anywhere between 186 down to 135 is the main target for SMH, for the ETF for the semiconductors. If I go down to the daily level as well, if I get rid of these drawings, I mean, you clearly see a parallel channel forming as well, right? So looks like we're going to be trying to, there's going to be small bounces along the way, right? But looks like we're going to be trying to, test those lows before any significant movement, all right? So just be aware that this could definitely be a possibility here. If I also take a look at, let's go to the weekly levels on NVIDIA, you can see as well clearly the uptrend has broken, right? And I've been mentioning this over and over again, but you can see that we have a bearish pattern, left shoulder, head, and then a right shoulder here, signifying a bearish head and shoulders pattern. Very significant at tops, right? We see this at tops a lot. This looks like a distribution as well, right? Instead of accumulation, this is distribution where people are selling. And, if we take the equal lengths as well, I mean, you're looking at, hold on, let me just take this equal length, right? You're looking at anywhere between 86 down to 63 as sort of that main landing zone, right, that we'd like to take for NVIDIA here before it tries again to push up into the future. So a lot of pain within the first half of this year if this occurs. And finally, I mean, if you take a look at the MAGs as well, the ETF for the Magnificent Seven, you can clearly see that this is a triangle, right? ABC. This triangle is formed here, okay? And you can see that this is a W, X, Y, X, Z wave coming down, right? So triple correction that we're looking at, and we can also take the fib length and project it out, right? So if the MAGS comes down to 43, down to 40, that's going to break NVIDIA, Google, Meta, Amazon, all their lows are going to break here, right? So this looks pretty significant to me here. So I am a little bit more bearish on NVIDIA, but I do, shorter time cycles, it does look like, it wants to bounce, but is that bounce going to be sustained, or are we going to do something like this? And, looking at the MAGs, right? Same thing. It could bounce, but it's probably going to end up failing, guys. Right? It's probably going to end up failing. Everything just points to more downside. I don't want to scare anyone, but I just tell it how it is without any bias. Okay, even SMH, right? Again, doesn't look bullish to me. Doesn't look bullish to me, right? It could turn into a triangle, but it's unlikely. It's unlikely at this point, right? I do expect a bounce. Again, I do expect a bounce early on. So let's see. Let's see what happens, right? But just know, if you're going to be playing this day trade or long on NVIDIA, right? If you have a stop loss, right? If you have a stop loss, let's say this is a stop loss. When it does get that bounce, guys, you want to raise your stop loss to break even, right? An entry price, so that if it does do a correction like this, it's a risk-free trade. You don't lose anything, okay? You don't lose anything. So make sure you raise your stop loss. If you're going to long NVIDIA for this bounce, raise your stop loss, guys. That's all I'm saying. Because if that happens, if this occurs, or trail your stop loss, because if this happens, you save a lot of money. And this is how we sort of protect our capital into Discord, guys. So come join Discord. I'm telling you, you're going to make a lot of money. We've saved hundreds of thousands of dollars as a group. We made a lot of money as well, just by making sure that we protect our capital. So I'll see you guys here, and yeah, have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.